can.
Yeah, but we should probably wait for people to start getting here. Bam.
Wait, I feel the earthquake. No.
Yeah, there was an earthquake, like 2 or so hours ago. My mom was texting me. Everyone at my work was talking about it, but I didn't know they were talking about one happening, like, right then.
Maybe that's why it felt like the car was moving earlier when we were, like, parked in the parking garage. Like, we were about to move, and we were like, do you feel that? And we just thought it was the car being weird.
Yeah, no, it was, like, hecka funny. Apparently it was, like, a 6.2.
Do I have a towel?
I know I have a towel somewhere. Is there a towel over there? No, it's okay. We'll get to it as we get to it. Okay. That good to go. That's good to go. Okay, load this game. Alrighty, so we'll wait till I read off the rules until people start to actually get here. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can do the whole investigation and trial all in one go.
Hopefully. I mean, the trial usually takes around 2 or 3 hours, so if we really, like...
Bust through it.
Mm-hmm.
Their arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there?
Nothing dropped. It's just dirty.
There's Gage. Gage and Epic are here already. Dirty. Oh, do you want to read them the rules then, since they're probably the two most important?
So basically, we're taking sips every time Nagito says hope or despair. Every time Hyoko bullies someone, 2 if she's bullying Nikon. Every time Kazuichi flirts with Sonia. Every time Nikon apologizes or asks for forgiveness. And every time Chiaki gets sleepy. And we're taking shots every time someone breaks the 4th wall, every time Kazuichi's wrong about something, every time Akane talks about food, and every time Nekomaru says shit.
You wanna know what I want for Christmas? I want that neon sign that says Titty Typhoon.
Titty Typhoon? See, take a close look at the floor. If you look closely.
You're right. There's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a blood stain?
Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck was slashed not far from here.
So every 2 minutes, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Or if you're me, I just end up just fucking. This is half vodka and half lemonade. About half. I think it's a little less than half vodka.
Yeah, it was about here.
Yeah, so like 40% vodka and 60% lemonade, and I just kind of sip on this the whole time. So.
Rather, what's strange is why did the killer try to hide it?
You will drink every 3 minutes. My problem is this is a little strong, so I might add more lemonade after a while.
Or you could have one of these with me.
Hide it?
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off.
So, is it going to be relevant that the thermostat is back there and set to 86 degrees? Because that's, like, very clearly
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the thermostat was important in this trial.
The reason the killer wiped off the blood stain.
I don't remember.
As long as the body is nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off the blood stain. So, what was the killer trying to hide? Their blood. The smudge on the floor has been added to the tooth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, we need to look at so many things.
I think we looked at the stepladder, but I'm not sure.
Look. This stepladder that's tipped over on its side. Bum bum bum. This must be a stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. There's a small amount of blood on the left side of the stepladder. Ibuki shouldn't have any external injuries, so that bloodstain is probably Hyoko's. But why would Hyoko's blood be on there? Because Hyoko wasn't dead.
Yeah.
There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The goal is to get fucked up. It is. The dull light in the video must have been coming from this candle. A candle that this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used normal stage lighting.
There's also the hemp bag right there.
I'm working on it. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head that was hanging from the ceiling. And was hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have a hemp bag on her head? This is like the special one that we had to like pay a bunch of money for or something.
Yeah, it was the one from the movie theater.
Yeah. Wait, huh? That hemp bag. Upon further inspection, there's a Monami decal on the fabric. It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. Ibuki!
There's also the noose.
I can only click on one thing at a time. I did it. But I'm at work with you. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. No matter how I look at it, it's definitely blood. But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, then this wouldn't be her blood. It'd be blood belonging to somebody else. Also, just as Fuyuhiko said, the estimated time of death was not written in the Monokuma file. But even so, the times of death should be clear because I personally saw it. I definitely saw with my own eyes that video of Ibuki's death, but she was climbing the stepladder on her own in that video. If Ibuki died right after that, this can be considered a suicide. But that should be impossible. I mean, if Ibuki's death was a suicide, then Hyoko's death afterward has no explanation. Noose. It's the rope that was tied to the baton lighting in the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. Thank you. It's also, like, floating.
From what I can tell, it looks like it looks like the regular length of a rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there?
That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue.
I wonder if that's true.
Huh?
Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it? Excuse me, Mikon, do you have a moment? What happened?
I hope for a total for when I hope for a total for when I get off. What do you mean?
Total shots?
Well, yeah, but I mean, mostly we're just
Right,
stripping.
yeah. There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself.
That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself.
You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Okay, we looked at that up there. Curtain?
Yeah.
There's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one end of the stage to the other.
It's not really a full-length curtain.
The curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. Better.
It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket.
So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket?
If they went that far, this was probably something that the killer really needed for this crime.
Why did they need it?
Who knows?
Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easily.
I'm just gonna, because you are.
But Chastity,
It's
I
on
drink
me.
a lot. What'd you say?
It is on me.
They're letting me look at the thermostat.
Oh, I said I didn't remember it being important.
This looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with a little, like so. It's running as a heater, over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now, that should cool things off a little. AC temperature has been added to the tooth bullet section of your handbook. But yeah, it's hilarious that I'm helping this girl move. I believe in you, Epic. You gotta christen the new house. Okay, did we look at everything here?
Is that
Oh, we didn't look at Hyoko.
behind? Oh yeah, Hyoko, duh. Also, I think that the piano or whatever was behind is also.
Maybe. Hyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono's all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied up in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Kyoko? Look at the, like, how it's, like, paper against the
Yeah.
pillar. When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body there. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time when I was getting everybody before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible the killer killed Kyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? She was already dead. Also, if you can't get me that sign, I'll settle for that one.
Just the one that says titty.
The one that just says titty.
I could probably make you a sign that just says titty.
I would love it. Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right? Hope the move is fast. Never is.
Hajime, do you have a minute?
No, you're in the way.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with.
Help?
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono.
Uh-oh.
So I was thinking she might be hiding something.
Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want me to search inside Hyoko's kimono.
Huh? That's exactly it. Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know?
Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead?
Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else.
I mean, you're talking to the guy who had lifting heavy objects on his resume. It's a good thing to have on your resume. I can't lift heavy objects anymore. I'm gonna need a sign too. No sign for you, Gage.
Hey, Akane!
Tits McGee!
Yo, what's up? Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that? I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right? Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing. Let's see.
Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono.
Damn it, she's tied up so tight I can't really reach with my hand. Oh, wait, hold on. There's something. Is this what you were looking for?
Is this a key? Unfortunately, it's not for a couple weeks because she's headed to the beach.
It
for
looks
2 weeks.
different than the keys to the cottage, so this may be the key to her motel room.
I just texted Alec and said Strim, and he said, I'm here, relax. Tits McGee, feel of the dead girl. The key to her motel room, huh?
If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence. Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono so we'd notice it easier.
Which means we can conclude this is something Hyoko had with her all along. Motel room key. Why no sign? None for you. You don't deserve.
And also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything. But you looked like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime?
I'm always curious about the condition of female bodies. I feel like we should add a shot for every time I hit on you. Of course, that's why I'm investigating.
It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body.
The tit size is great and all, but why do they put so much detail into the stress into the shirt she wears? They have to show that it's like capable of being held on. They gotta show it's like a struggle, you know? What's the point of having tits if you're not constantly testing the strength of your buttons?
Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think?
Hide the wound on her neck? Oh, is she dead? 2 people are dead! Yay.
I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation.
It's both Hyoko and Ibuki that are
Yay.
dead. Yay, I know he does not like Hyoko.
The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right?
I really think it's so funny how different your hair looks on stream.
Right.
Like, it looks super orange
It looks a lot more neon orangey pink.
Yeah,
kind of
but
like
it's like
salmon.
pink here.
It is like highlighter.
Yeah,
Highlighter
her
pink.
hair's like a neon pink in real life, so it's really funny because on stream it just looks so orange.
Yeah. If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood.
A sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Oh fuck, is that it?
Let's talk some other people.
What did we look at?
What's on the...
That's
Did we look
the
at
broken
machine?
camera.
Did we look at that?
I'm putting money on the main character who killed them. The main character didn't kill him. The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor. The killer destroyed it before they committed the crime. It's true that that's a possibility. Then, what was that thing I saw? Mikan!
If only I'd noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved.
Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing?
After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should go and check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital.
So that's what happened.
And then I
love the voice acting. Yeah, Chastity can actually do voices. I can't. That's why I only do the main character. That is a long story.
I'm sorry. It's not like I doubt you or anything.
That's a sip.
Oh yeah, she did say I'm sorry.
I'm paying more attention than Chastity is.
I forgot that was a thing. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning.
You're right. We were together until you went to the on-call room.
That's right. We were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So I don't doubt you. I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy?
No.
If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please, spare my life at least.
What happened to not doubting me? Hello, the eater. Alrighty. Sonia, never mind.
It has happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it. This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those 2 are no longer here. Such a tragedy.
Someone in chat's name is the Yeeter, and so everyone's just saying yeet.
Love that.
I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. 2 of your friends were killed. That's all the more reason we can't just leave this alone, right?
We must do this then, for the sake of the 2 who have fallen.
Okay, let's go talk to Tits McGee. Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well?
Huh? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking.
In this world, it's either yeet or get yote. Chastity, I'm gonna yote you.
You're gonna yote me?
I'm gonna yote you.
Aw.
Yote you right down the stairs.
Nice. Cool. That's weird. There's no way. I've got that kind of weakness. It'll probably go away if I battle the strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here.
Nekomaru will definitely come back.
You're right.
Oh yeah, we still don't know what's going on with him, right? Didn't he just get hit with a fucking RPG and now he's just been gone?
He was kind of like laser blasted, yeah. He's just kind of like in the hospital.
He's fine. Only users get Yoda.
Hey Hajime, take a look at this.
What?
Look what's in front of the door.
This is a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
If something like that is in front of the door, you think it might be a really big clue?
Why would this be a clue?
Remember when we came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if that's gonna be possible. Of the 4 of us, 2 of us are girls, you know?
I don't even remember this ever happening.
You know, you were like gone. It doesn't matter if you can do it or not. We have to try. You got mad because it was all like misogynistic too.
I literally don't recall this conversation ever happening.
Let's go. We'll charge all the way at the same time. Ready, set.
Wait, he lived through an RPG? What the fuck? You didn't see Nekomaru, he's big boy. Nekomaru's like, I don't give a shit, nothing hurts me.
Go!
See, you missed it, Gage. This one I remember, though, because I remember Nekomaru got hit with the RPG, and that's when we called Max, and I was like, would you take an RPG for me? But he didn't pick up the phone, so I had to text him, and he said yes.
No, he called back and then said yes.
Yes, he called back and then said yes. That's what it was.
Yeah.
We were texting about it later, and he's like, well, then I would be dead, and I wouldn't be able to be with you. And I was like, but then I would be dead, and then he'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, then I'd take it.
Yeah.
I remember that. Shrub is Gage.
Yeah.
Not Gage from work. Gage from my other work. I have Gages at both works. It's a different Gage. Alec, you don't know this Gage. Does that help? I also have a cousin named Gage.
Jeez.
Before, like, a year and a half ago, I didn't know anybody named Gage, and now I know 3.
You know?
So, I like how, but I was, like, super confused, because I'm like, not Gage from work. And I was like, well, kind of Gage from work.
Gage from different work.
Gage from different work. At Fuyuhiko's signal, we charged into the door at full force. Bam! Bazooka's unreasonable in 1804 RPG, or Carl Gustav would be more realistic since they're still in use. I don't think Monokuma gives a shit, Epic.
Right?
The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the four of us charged into the door.
But when I examined it, I found that this door doesn't have a lock at all.
Huh?
The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick were used to bar the door here...
Literally, we were foiled by a fucking drumstick.
Yeah. Well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening?
You mean, you think this drumstick was used to lock the door?
The broken drumstick is on the floor in front of the door. The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that.
That was a lot of tongue twisters.
Yeah.
Then, how was the killer able to get out?
Huh?
I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside.
Maybe...
They were hiding behind the bar, and then when everyone came in, they just snuck around.
Not quite, but they were kind of hiding in
I'm on the
there,
right
if I remember.
path. I'm on the right path.
The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue.
He killed a man with a motorcycle in the first game. Yeah, I mean, he does whatever the fuck he wants.
Right? And they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us?
They also killed somebody using a fucking batting cage, though. Like the fucking baseball pitching machine is how
Yeah.
they killed Leon in the first game.
Mhm.
So he doesn't care about practicality. He cares about go big or go home.
You know, they don't use tricks like that a lot. Don't they use tricks a lot like that in... Don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere. Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this.
It's meta like that. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like you said, that might be possible, but...
I heard what you two were discussing.
Chiaki, that was a kinda cool entrance.
Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting.
What is it?
Look, there's a weird blob right where the right and left door touch, see?
You're right. What is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but...
As she said that, Chiaki bent down, scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger. Oh. Why are you putting it in your mouth?
Ah, it smells like workshop chemicals.
What the fuck? Workshop?
And this chewiness. I see. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door.
Ooh, what are you talking about?
Just as I thought, it tastes nasty.
Chiaki spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Spitters are quitters, don't you know? Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this kind
Do
of
we
a
need to
clue,
throw
right?
death right now? I mean...
Semi-transparent, that's such a big word. I hate that.
Semi-transparent.
Semi-trans, why can't you just say, like, opaque? Like,
Yeah.
come on, we're scientists here.
Just a little bit more time and I'll be back to my old self. This ain't like me at all.
Oh, didn't we already talk
Yeah.
about that?
Hajime, this might be imprudent of me to ask, but will you listen to what I have to say?
No.
I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right?
So what?
Can you provide me with a summary of the incident? I need to reach the truth behind this incident, for the sake of dedicating my body to an even greater hope.
No. Why?
Why?
Oh, that's you. Don't make me repeat myself. No. This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm gonna tell him what he wants to know.
I see. That's disappointing. And we haven't talked to Gundam yet.
Gundam, I hate Gundam.
Even if I'm horrified of my power of the Eye of the Overlord.
Oh, what the heck is this?
You stupid fool. I cannot believe you haven't noticed that aberrant thing.
Barrett?
Pitiful humans. They refuse to lift their heads up for the fear of doubting the authenticity of the blue sky.
Lift my head up. Does that mean there's something up there? Okay, what have we not looked at? Staff only?
Look up, maybe?
No.
I mean, it kind of was implying.
Nope. It's the highest I can look up.
Oh, I don't know then.
There should be things I need to investigate. Staff
What about
though?
staff only? Yeah.
There we go. Edge. There's a door that says staff only. Looks like it's the inside of the storage room. Such a sharp edge, this man. He's got guinea pigs. Might as well investigate in here, too.
My hellhound earring fell through the floorboards, and now it's gone.
Mirror.
Gundam, there's people that are dying.
This is more important. You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check how you look. That's not important, obviously. There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. Huh? Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? Well, there's like a whole pillar full of them.
Yeah.
Shelves. There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like a wallpaper. There are a lot of stickers pasted all over the front side of this wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper. Looks like torn. It looks a little torn, but what does this mean? There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums, but there are also instruments and machines I've never seen before. But they don't look like they pertain to the case. I have to talk to Nagito.
Yeah.
Nagito, did you come here to investigate the storage room too?
I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking.
Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here?
So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Kyoko. That probably all came from the storage room. There might be other things in the storage room that they used for the crime.
You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end you're going to be on the killer's side, right?
Aw, I'm not siding with the killer, you know? I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. That's the main reason why this case is really special.
Huh?
But I can't say for certain, though.
What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened. Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information.
You never give us anything useful. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth. You just want to make us suffer.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'll gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die.
What are y'all drinking? She has a Mike's Hard Lemonade Seltzer, and I have, I made a mixed drink, so you get UV Blue vodka, which is like 30%, and I did like 40% vodka and like 60% lemonade.
Yeah, and
And
then we
there's
have
twice cubes.
the infused vodka things
Yeah,
from work.
we got these things from work that are like super cool, like, so it had like little salt thingies, that like for like infusing, vodka, and like, so we got two. So we got one that we put with Pink Whitney and one that we put with UV Blue, and they look super cool.
So we're gonna take shots of that when we're taking shots.
Yeah, these ones are gonna be the shots. But they're like watermelon flavored, so we like infused our already flavored vodkas with watermelon
Right.
flavors. So. But it's fine. So we'll have like watermelon strawberry lemonade and then watermelon blue raspberry, and both of those sound good to me.
Right?
I'd be picking up donuts for her friend and jokingly called herself a simp, and I was almost about to say, you say to the man helping you move, but that seemed like a bad plan. Yeah, you never want to admit to being a simp.
That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time.
Huh? Also, Gage, you haven't been here for previous Danganronpa streams since I'm drinking like straight vodka and she drinks like the lighter things, which is fine. I'm not judging.
I babysit.
Yeah, I get fucked up fast, so it's like I can already feel it a little bit. But like the last stream, I was a mess.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
That was pretty bad. What does that mean?
Which is why I told you to take it slow.
I don't take it slow.
Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh?
It's go big or go home, Chastity.
Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings.
Gut feelings?
You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you.
Oh no. What is this picture? We're not talking talk about it. We don't talk about it.
Well, obviously the movie theater.
After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Oh, also, I jumped off a rope swing and I bruised under my fingernail, so look, you can see it.
Oh.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Movie theater. Why this sudden interest in the movie theater?
The motive.
Love that. Can't wait to see. I guess that's everything important in the storage room. I guess I should go back to the music venue. Gage says he can't wait to see me drunk.
Well, if we get some shots, maybe I'll be a little too.
Yeah, you get, like, tipsy. I
Yeah.
get, like, fucking gone. Wait, I missed a sentence. Alright. Wait, alright, with this we might be close to finished investigating the music venue, but I still need to talk to Mikon to make sure I get those autopsy results. Mikon! How about it, Mikon? Have you found out anything by now?
To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive.
Useless.
But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death.
Oh, but who else would know that?
Monokuma is the only one who knows. And we know when Ibuki hanged herself.
Because of the heat, is that possible? I thought cold stops it. Oh, wait, I need to plug in my mouse. My mouse is dying. It's blinking red at me angrily.
Heat probably makes it go faster then.
That's fair, yeah. That's fair. I was thinking, like, stopping.
If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death.
I don't understand how you can feel okay in the morning. It's not debilitating, but I hate the way alcohol makes me feel the day after. Dude, I've never had a hangover. I've always just been, like, fine. Like, so I'm like, I literally wake up and it's the same as any other fucking day. So I'm like, I don't know what it's like to, like, not feel okay. Even when I only drink a little bit, so. You know, also, I've never had a hangover. I just around 12 shots of vodka in a minute. It's not a hangover. I just feel suboptimal. I feel exactly the same. I see. That might have been the killer's goal. And by exactly the same, I mean, like, I don't feel, like, any different. I feel like I should clarify. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the outside of the music venue hot. But that's weird.
Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death?
I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what other murders occurred. First it was Ibuki, then it was Hiyoko.
And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders.
Yeah, I don't even feel groggy after. Like, I'm just, like, fine the next day, so I don't know. Huh? Imitation murder?
Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
Are you a robot? Yeah, Alec is a robot.
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work like a song or a film as the outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it.
How would an imitation murder be related to this murder?
Probably the movie we refuse to watch.
Yeah.
Well, based on the killing order and the way that they were killed, it's certainly an imitation of that movie.
That movie?
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people. The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that? Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed? It is certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation.
It's a weird feeling. The best way I can explain the feeling you get when you're starting to get sick. I don't know. I'm fine. So maybe I'm just good with alcohol. Unlike other people.
Uh-huh.
Hold on a second. What are you talking about? An imitation murder. One more person might have been killed.
Are you guys worried that there's going to be another victim? Then no worries. Things wouldn't get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I've prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem, on this killing school trip, the same Blacken can only kill a maximum of 2 people. You mean you've added another rule? Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blacken would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This is a new rule that will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings? Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games. Bless you. I don't want to consider this a possibility at all, and I don't even want to think that someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what would happen if there were 2 killers? Eh? Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that the 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for 1 person, right? If we can only choose 1 person based on majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory. Yeah, you're right. So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2, or 4 incidents overlap one another? Shut up!
Dude, this is how I am, though. Like, my ex used to hate it, because, like, I would be doing this shit with, like, F1 races.
Right.
I'd be like, oh, what if, like, they, like, start the race and, like, 19 of the cars crash, but 1 car is able to get through? Like, do they make him complete the race? Because, like, you can't get points unless you complete 75% of the race. So, like, would they make the last guy just do the rest of the 75% of the race on his own? Like, what would happen there? And, like, shit like that. I would always come up with these hypothetical questions, and he would get pissed the fuck off.
Jeez.
It's so funny.
It's okay, I'll make extra sure that something like that never happens.
Miller, I was sneezing. I have messed up sinuses. I sneeze funny.
Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time, so it's safe to say that this applies to this case too, right? Ugh. Alright, fine, that's right. There's always 1 killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have to figure out who the mastermind. I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave.
I've got the big brain. I see. So there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little.
Yep, that makes things a little easier. Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means that a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough!
You guys keep saying that, and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation?
Could it be you haven't seen it?
Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
Like I said, that movie. When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets.
Then the invitation is...
Of course it's an imitation of that movie. Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it.
As if they copied the movie. I see. Nagito mentioned something about that.
Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings.
Gut feelings?
You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you.
Where exactly are you talking about?
Well, obviously the movie theater. I see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts.
Looks like I need to do that.
Then I should get going, too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place. Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time.
She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital, too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hiyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all until the end. Yeet. Time to finally fucking watch the movie. Oops. Yeah, that's right. I thought I clicked the wrong button, but I'm okay. Titty typhoon. Oh wait, how's Francis fart butt? You okay, Francis? You're doing okay. We love Francis fart butt. I've also leveled up twice since we started today. I was at level 33 when we opened it.
Were we?
Yeah.
Maybe the other's like all the way over. Yeah, there we go.
Please recap the names of the pets. At first it was Gregory Buttcheek. You named Gregory Buttcheek, and then he left us, and now we have Francis Fartbutt, who is Gregory Buttcheek's son. Ignore that they both have little bows in their hair.
Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme.
Why he run like that? He's lanky. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched that movie yet.
I've seen someone cosplay Hajime and make fun of the way he runs. I see. Then you really should watch this movie first. Hey, manager! A customer's here. Yes, did you call me?
Yeah.
Huh? Hajime's the customer.
Do you have a problem with that?
You said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what the tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. You were so devoted to being tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million. You paid $1.5 million for a sticker.
It's nothing.
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker.
And no, Miller, because that is copyright of Rick and Morty. Don't want to get DMCA'd.
Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito?
Stop it! But my resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. Too close.
See? It's this one.
I'm sorry, I was born stupid.
You bought this for $1.5 million?
I want that sticker.
But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie.
Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Okay, here you go. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You will only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat.
Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Then I'll go prepare the projection wheel. Please wait a bit, okay? Hajime, about that invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe.
Huh? Why?
No reason, just think of it as a protective charm.
I don't like that. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations.
Hold on, I'm still in the middle of preparing. Don't rush, don't rush. Hasty boys get hated, you know. They might even get hated by boy bears too, you know.
You saw a Ford Fiesta that was the same color as this? It's a good color. You can hate me all you want.
Hajime, I can't believe you bought that thing. And you paid $1.5 million for it too.
But even you said you should have just settled it with money to get out of seeing that movie.
You're right, but that means I would have had to buy that thing, you know.
Just leave me alone.
Not
Look at everything.
Oh, I mean the hemp bag's gone.
This reminds me, that item should be on top of this counter. Boom, boom, boom. This one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monami's face on it.
Does that catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item. Only one person can have it.
If the tote bag is gone, that means...
Whoa there, were you interested in buying that tote bag? Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out.
Who'd you sell it to?
Stupid, there's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that'd reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it.
I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right?
It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person.
What's the difference?
When you buy one bag, you get another one for free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Bum bum bum.
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue. Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right that way. This is exciting! Exciting!
Can I go now? Nyum.
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 I apologize for keeping you waiting. World famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears.
Why are we sitting in the goddamn back?
Right? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D will be screening shortly.
From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this 2.5D. That sounds so half-assed.
Please relax and enjoy the film.
Oh, it's a great movie.
The Wizard of Monami.
2.5D.
Monokuma was born in a remote because the death rates outpace the birth rates.
Oh, I have to still click buttons.
Yeah.
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military
What?
exercise, and was whisked away to Monomi's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old one for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monomi scarecrow who was missing a brain when he recommended that she commit suicide. The Monomi scarecrow hanged herself and died. He also met a Monomi lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monomi demon who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monomi, the great and powerful.
After a lot of other stuff happened.
Eventually, one thing led to another.
I started beating the crap out of Monomi.
That was the wrong one. They were showing the tin can one, and then it was the wizard one.
I don't even know.
It was glitched.
With this, Monokuma enslaved the old man, their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury. And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Dot dot dot. Respect.
Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues. One for each head. I don't want to ask. So, now then, let's meet again at the class trial. Goodbye, bye-bye.
I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe the situation.
I hate Monomi. I want to kill her sometimes, I swear.
I have to talk to you? Yep.
How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction.
That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie?
But thanks to that movie, now you know, right?
Yeah. Just like you said, the characters who were killed in the movie matched the victims in this case. But the first and the third one. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the
I
movie.
mean, that was supposed to be her being put to the tree kind of thing.
Oh, I guess it's fair.
Yeah.
Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death, too.
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now, or...
If the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true.
So you just have to go to
Hospital?
the hotel and the hospital, yeah.
Let's go this way first. The motel's right over here, isn't
Right,
it?
I think so. Or it should be the, yeah,
Yes.
and then the hotel.
Here we go. Motel.
Hotel, motel.
So
Vacancy hotel.
I just remembered, I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. It might be faster to just ask somebody. Hey!
You're here, right? Come on out.
Huh? Are you talking to me?
I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that?
I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room was Hyoko staying in?
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear.
Always have one. I'm kidding. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Clatter, clatter, clatter. Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. It It opened, just as I thought this key was Hyoko's room key. I also think it's funny he's saying that out loud. Alright, I should go inside. So, Hyoko is staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted. Oh, hi!
Huh? Did the door open?
Yeah, Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it.
I see.
So how did she get in?
I think she
Oh, she
followed
came in
behind
after.
you, yeah.
Okay. What? Did something happen?
No, it's just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault.
Her fault? What does she mean? The bed isn't messed up. Doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Hey, Aku. There's a mirror, but it's small and rusty.
There's a hidden Monokuma there.
I see it. There's no way anyone can use this. Click it. Bonk.
Nice.
No.
Woo! Alright, I guess we have to talk to Sonia then.
Every time Monokuma shows up on these screens, I get a chill that makes my heart leap.
The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room.
She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was so cautious of you guys too, right?
However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in this room. She had another reason.
Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in this room?
Her kimono.
Her kimono?
Yesterday I went to talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Hyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it.
She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru. That Mahiru kindly taught her the basics.
That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did.
What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono? Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own. If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror?
The full-length mirror in the
Yeah.
storage closet.
Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
I love Sonia.
Um,
And that was when she kicked me out.
it cannot
Could it be Hyoko remembered that?
Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyoko locked the room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by somebody. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anybody about that before the incident, or was somebody listening in on your conversation?
I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation.
Nobody knew. If that's the case, how did the killer know where Hyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Look at how funny it looks with the little picture. It looks like she's got like a tiny body because it almost perfectly lines up. Tiny head, sorry. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that somebody made a mess of her room, and I don't think she was forcefully abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. Fridge? No?
That's it.
That's
That's all
it?
there was in here.
Yeet!
Now we just need to go to the hotel, or the hospital. The
Yum.
other H.
Yum. No, get me out.
Well, we could probably talk to Fuyuhiko while we're here too.
Isn't a girl's called something other than kimono? Probably
No.
not.
No, it's just a kimono.
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, can you explain it to me again?
Sorry.
What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body?
It's the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. Met up with Chiaki at this motel, and we were about to go back to the music venue.
You met up with Mikon and me.
And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
See.
So we had no choice but to break down the door, and discovered Hyogo's body was suddenly there too.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey.
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki?
As I recall, didn't you hear me? A body was found.
Body? Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all?
Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monami.
See.
I see. So Kazuichi and Sonia didn't appear, huh?
Do you think those two are suspicious?
Well, Hyoko was killed.
I bet it was Kazuichi.
Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us.
That might be it, but...
While we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikon panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what was going on. She said Ibuki disappeared.
So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
While we were circling the island, we came into the motel and saw you guys here.
Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
No, we went to the movie theater and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikon and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape.
It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact is, Hyoko was killed and we did discover her body.
What, do you still doubt me? Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry, even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete.
Why not? Sounds like a fun time. I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Okay, it's another tiny body. Okay, hospital?
Yeah.
25 minutes, want to go home? You'll be fine. My computer just crashed 5 minutes before I was getting off, so that was always nice.
Oh, fun. At work, you mean?
Yeah, it was like freaking the fuck out. It was hilarious. Yum. Time to crash work computers. It happens. Hey, suspicious bitch. I clicked on the wrong thing.
Hajime,
Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right.
Oh, I also wanted to talk to you about that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Charged his iPhone from the cash register at TJ Maxx. We have people do that at our work.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
hey,
Tell me, Hajime.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video on that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using a candlelight. They're just desktops. Ours are two at my other work. There was a rope hanging from the ceiling, but beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. They Gage does it too. And right away, a person was wearing a hospital gown and a hip bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight onto the stepladder and without any hesitation, she climbed on the stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed that rope, and that's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden, and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. but the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Hold on. At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp baggie was Ibuki, right?
Yeah.
You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her.
But I didn't make it in time.
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, doesn't that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer?
Ibuki committed suicide. See, but he's saying that because he's the one that did it.
Right, okay.
So he's trying to convince us, being like, hey,
Yeah, I
she
don't know
did
if
it
you
to
remember
herself.
this discussion because you were really drunk.
You were
last
telling me
time.
about it. You were like, oh, but if
What if
somebody convinced her.
Told her to, wouldn't they
Yeah, because she
technically
was
kill her?
gullible at the
Yeah,
time. I remember
exactly.
that one. I was paying attention sometimes.
I was like, I don't know if you remembered it or not, though.
So the despair disease is still in play. I think they're mostly feeling better.
Yeah, the despair disease is gone now. He got bored of it, he said.
Yeah, so he took it away, but it was going on at the time of the deaths. So Ibuki was highly gullible at the time. And so the running theory is that somebody told her, like, hey, kill yourself, and she was like, sounds
Okay.
good. What do you think, Chiaki?
There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt.
If so... Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it.
Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure that out so easily.
Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor.
Gage
I'm
said
heading
mood.
over there.
Gage said mood. When we were like, hey, kill yourself.
What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden.
I think someone wore their bag and walked up on the ladder and then hung the other person to make it look like they did it themselves. But, like, you can kind of see Ibuki's hair.
I'll just say Alex onto something.
Alex, stop being smart. Shut the fuck up. This is my stream. Just have to be told to. I'm with you. They wore their hair. Hey, Alec, I'm going to ask you to kindly shut the fuck up because this is my stream and I'm supposed to seem like the smart one in front of my wife here. Thank you. She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Where's the conference room?
Upstairs.
We haven't gone upstairs.
That's where, Mikon was, like, sleeping, I think.
Doing the fuckboy face. Also, I might just be overthinking. That's my whole life.
Or maybe that was where Ibuki was at? I don't know.
Did she seem a little upset?
I think the conference room is the on-call room, but I'm not sure if that's the same thing or not.
But we didn't go up.
Yeah, because Mikon was sleeping in the on-call room.
Mm.
But maybe, I don't know what's up with the conference room then. But Chiaki's convinced. Oh, okay. The hotel rules, I guess?
I need to look.
Or hospital, I mean?
I need to look smart. Vodka won't help. You can't see her hair? What do you mean? I'm confused. There's a paper on the bulletin board. Apparently it's a hospital notice. Eating, drinking is forbidden within the hospital building. The patients do not need to be accompanied. Overnight stays by non-patients are expressly forbidden. You said you could see her hair. When it showed her, like, walking up, you could see it, like, sticking out of the bottoms. Out of the hemp bag.
Underneath
Like, the
it,
little ends.
Because she has long hair.
Yeah. Apparently, only one person can accompany the infected thanks to Monokuma's selfish rule. Hey,
Maybe it's
bitch.
just- yeah. I was thinking maybe have to talk to Kazuichi.
Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything.
Oh, if you need to look smart, vodka won't help. Vodka
Yeah.
makes me smarter. What do you mean? I have the big brain. Isn't that right?
Uh-huh.
That just took 10 hit points to my self-esteem.
No, I love you, but when you're drunk,
I'm smart as fuck.
you're really proving yourself there.
Didn't you get this from that shady-looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little.
Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, wouldn't it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from one of those cameras too?
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit.
Epic, I hate when you say that. Epic always goes, you're smarter than you look. So I'm like, do I look really dumb and I'm just like barely above it, or do I look smart and I'm above it? You know?
Yeah. That's fair.
I gave you 2 options. You can't just say yeah.
No, I'm saying I understand what you're saying. Am I supposed to answer this question? Because I don't think you look stupid.
But do I look smart?
I would think so, but I also know you, so...
Wait. What about now?
Now you look like a nerd.
Fuck!
The video was filmed with the hospital camera, can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. And the video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras.
You look dumb, but you're slightly less dumb. And then Gage said, don't lie to me. Why am I getting roasted? This is rude. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the
He
music
literally
video.
explained that last time
Yeah.
when he gave us them. However, each surveillance camera unit manages to broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal.
Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it.
However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it.
Why do you look so fucking angry? You're cosplaying Kazuichi. Even the eyebrows match.
Hang on, let me just pull my hair down, braid it, get myself this weird V-shaped bangs. Put on
Jesse's
some,
so
like,
offended.
some shark teeth.
You're right, you did work on that. Hey, tits!
I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win.
Alec, I get to do it! Alec, it's Tits McGee. She gave me consent. No thanks. What the fuck, Hajime? She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be
Because
so
Hajime has a bigger chest size than her. I wish I was kidding. If you look at the stuff in the diary thing or whatever in a minute.
How does he have a bigger chest size?
Just wait.
She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here? Legit just got back, bruh.
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one.
Alex said I'd let her beat me up. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on.
That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looks like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms.
There weren't any gowns.
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing.
Gage said hit me in the face, mommy.
If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably fit right into it.
Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing?
Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross.
Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser.
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikon back at the music venue.
I'd wrestle her. Okay, mommy is where I draw the line. Can we get your names for characters? I think we've only really named Tits McGee.
Yeah.
Other than that, we go by their real names. But we got Tits McGee. Sonia's wifey.
I mean, you called Mahiru like a bitch a couple times.
And you got mad because I kept overpronouncing her name because I couldn't say it right. So I kept going, Mahiru.
Yeah.
Like every time it came up. And then we've got our pet, which is Francis Fartbutt,
Right.
which used to be Gregory Buttcheek.
No, that was the parent.
Yeah,
That was his dad.
our pet used to be
Yeah.
Gregory Buttcheek. Our
Okay.
pet is now Francis Fartbutt.
Crap, I gotta go back soon.
Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. You leave Tits alone. Just the strength of that pun. Looks like this is an open room. There shouldn't be anybody inside. I should look somewhere else. Yum.
I think we're supposed to go upstairs.
Are we not gonna look for Ibuki's room? Yum. It wouldn't let us go upstairs any other time. Oh, that was a
But
weird
that's what
transition.
Chiaki was saying before, is that we should go upstairs. to the
Conference room.
Yeah. I don't know why exactly, but...
What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
Don't turn it on.
Oh, that's you. We're just so in sync. I'll just grab your face. Huh? Chiaki, what are you doing? Chia. Have you seen the Bob Ross Chia pets? I love them.
If you turn on the light, it'll be fully it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing.
What's fully exposed?
Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light.
What?
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out?
I'm not gonna poke out my eyes.
Aw, bummer. Troll fail.
No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain in the, that was covering the window.
Were you surprised?
Surprised? I don't get it.
I got it.
Got what?
The curtains in the conference room are designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about the light shining through. See, a black curtain that blocks light is also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect.
A black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So, is something wrong with it?
I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret.
Yep, she's upset. But still, what was that all about? That bit about it being embarrassing and if I look and troll fail?
I just wanted to mess with you.
Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. Ding dong, ding dong.
I thought we were done.
Why didn't we look at what was on the projector?
There's nothing on it that's important.
But we don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really feel like it pertains to what was going on, but
But we don't know.
I guess we'll never know. Hello.
Hey, Obi, how you doing? I'm a good bit of vodka in. They used the conference room to record. See? So why didn't we look at the projector?
Because the projector is
Oh, wait. It's got the black curtains. They were killed in the conference room. Or what Alex said, where they, like, faked it in the conference room.
I think you're onto something now, maybe.
I'm always onto something. Gage is paying more attention than I am, apparently, though. Got done with work really early. Nice! I'm gonna shut up from now on. You and Gage are on to more than I am, but I'm gonna take credit for it because I'm the streamer. It's already time. So, this again. I need to go to that place again? But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hyoka became victims, in order to find out the truth, the only thing I can do is go! Nyum. Just like you take credit for game wins. Because I'm the fucking carry? You're onto something with help? Well, you know, if only you could spell your correctly, and then you'd be able to claim some credit. I'm trying to get my steps in. I'm fat now, don't you know?
Oh, no, that was 3. Never mind. I thought that we passed by 2 already, and I was like...
Where am I going?
1. Island 1. Our way.
If you have a carry, then you need to take responsibility for loses too. Nope, I'm only the carry when it's a win. Other than that, it's everyone else's fault. There you go. There you go, Gage. Now you can take some of the credit. Yum, yum. Accountability. Not epic, sorry. Alec, don't you know accountability only counts when I count it? That's not right.
Where is it?
It's over here. We're going to Monokuma Rock. It's over here.
Oh, I don't remember.
I knew where I was going, and you didn't.
Being on this island.
How's Francis Fartbutt doing? You got any poopies? Yep.
Oh, jeez.
That's a good thing I check on him. Yum. Trial time! Let's see if we can actually finish the trial in one sitting.
We should be able to as long as you don't get too fucked up.
And make
I
no...
know this trial, there's going to be a lot of things from the list.
Look, everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock, and soon enough...
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial?
A true Overwatch streamer just blamed the team. Yeah, I'm trying to fit in. What does stream title mean? My hair is blue and hers is pink, even though it looks orange. So together we are cotton candy. Accountability only exists for men. Come on, Alec. I need more vodka.
Hey, jerk, hold on right there. Hold it right there. What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells.
Me too.
My brain works just fine. Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru?
So what I want to know is in the last game, Monokuma is being controlled, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, is he being controlled by two separate people? Or is this one person just arguing with themselves? Because I'll do that. I'll argue with myself.
You mean like is someone else controlling Monami?
That's what I'm asking, yeah.
You'll find out, I guess.
That is the incorrect answer.
No, I just could be cryptic. I see, so you've come to avenge him.
Avenge, it sounds like he died.
Sounds like you say. Oops. Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. Now then, I gotta go first.
Hold on, I won't let you escape.
Someone just walked in. I said, hey, how can I help you? Ignored me, walked in a circle around the floor, then walked out. Alex having fun at work.
I can tell. Hey, did you hear what he said? Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off. Of course he's not dead. There's no way, not in a million years. More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die.
Why are you so excited about that?
Why would Nekomaru not die?
Because he's not participating in the trial, so he can't really be blamed, I guess.
But they said everyone dies except for the Blackened.
Well, yeah, I think they mean everyone except for the Blackened and Nekomaru because he's not participating in the trial, so he can't really be blamed for getting the wrong answer. Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, fiend?
Does the bear have free will if they aren't controlled? No, they are controlled, though, is the thing. I'm just saying, are they controlled by two different ones rather than only being controlled by one person? Because in the first game, they were controlled, like, Monokuma was controlled by one. The titties have free will. Can't relate.
You'll find out soon enough. Then let's go. Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with.
Yeah, you're right. Monokuma Rock. I hate that animation.
I know.
We stepped onto the escalator and ascended towards a gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes kept getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock... I'm waiting. The elevator began its deep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. How did you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10 with Nekomaru?
Yeah.
And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness, and I walked into that place.
My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats.
Well, two people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
Why bother?
What?
Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content.
Woo! And so, the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyota, the ultimate musician, she was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. You loved Ibuki, too.
I love Ibuki, yeah.
Hiyoko Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. I go home now, you have fun with that. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed those two is among us. Among us. I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out no matter the cost. For our sake, for our friends' sake, for Ibuki and Hyoko's sake. I can't talk. And so, the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. I'm not about to puke, by the way. That was not gagging. I just can't fucking talk.
Right. I can't fucking talk either.
Oh, I can't fucking talk. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Bum bum bum!
Alrighty.
I don't have any skills.
Well, damn. Get some skills then, man.
I have no life skills.
See, to get skills, you have to talk to the right people during the...
Yeah, well, when we kind of
You
talk
give
to
them the right
everybody, we don't
items.
talk to people
Yeah,
multiple
we have to-
times.
and you have to give them the right items and stuff,
Yeah.
too. We had some when we played the first game.
Yeah. Pick the wrong person.
I'll
Wasn't
kill
it like-
everyone besides the Blacken.
Wasn't last time it said, if you pick the wrong one?
I don't like starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time. Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
Yep.
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it.
Because we didn't really get a lot of lead up.
Yeah.
It's empty.
Yeah, all she's got is tits.
It's only that. Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Is that so?
Anyway, we should have received the trial of those who can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Why don't we not? I have social anxiety.
Let's start with the split into the hospital team and hotel team because of the disparities. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Nakane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhito, and me.
Uh-huh.
The other five were motel team with myself, Gonzo, Kazumi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was terrible, so Hajime and I had to sleep in our cottages. I woke up at my cottage and the day began. Mikan came by to let me know and told me that Nagito had recovered from the symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital.
Gonna ignore that Mikan was all up on me.
Right?
I made Mikan rest in the hotel. She slept on her.
I think they bring it up later.
And then I saw the incoming signal on the surveillance camera blinking before I started crying. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on the screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and head bag on her head.
Oh, right, you don't hear see the hair poking out.
You can kind of see it, yeah.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do, Hajime? I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded. A music video. But it was too late.
Oh, I guess I can take off the one of Kyoko bullying someone.
Huh.
By the time I arrived, the person wearing the head back on her head was already emerged from the snow. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel. Why the motel? Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital,
already halfway done with this.
I don't drink faster than.
The only person who can't get to you is you. But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, you met up with Mika in Puerto Rico.
We were also looking for her piece since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital.
Monomi's always just hanging in the background.
Yeah.
So, I sorted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fujihiko. So I fled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways? Don't say it like that and confuse people.
Poor boy's getting all flustered.
He disappeared. And she was the person in the entry. So I immediately led her to the exit. But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door.
Why is it freaking out?
I don't know. Try again?
Big loud.
Buddy.
Tell us it's still freaking out.
I think there's something wrong with my speaker. I don't know.
So,
I don't like this.
I know, it's kind of freaking out. I wonder if it's freaking out on there too.
I think it's just my speaker, but I have no idea.
Yes.
Does the audio sound fine for you guys?
So you know it's freaking out.
Oh, really?
You can see it. It's not like picking up at all.
Weird.
See, watch.
Do you want to try,
Restarting the game and going
yeah,
back to there?
just like, we could just start over the trial because it's not gonna really
Yeah,
anything.
you can just speed
Skip
through it.
Yeah. That's really weird.
What's happening? I'm distracted. The audio started like freaking the fuck out. It's consistent there now, but it's not consistent there. Flip over the speaker? What do you mean by flip over the speaker? Oh, hold it upside down. Just me farting into the mic too much. I'd probably make more money if I did.
It was working for a second.
It works right away, so we were like, oh no. Okay, wait, what if we... Let's try if this is still freaking out, just to see if it's the game or Big Loud.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah, it's working in my headset.
Weird. There wasn't any issues with this before.
Oh my god, it didn't stay. It's very loud. Do you want to wear the headset then? And we could just have it like quietly in the headset?
I mean, if you want to, but we
Because I'm okay with no audio.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because if we do it through here, at least it's not cutting out on stream. And then at least you can still hear the audio if you want to wear it like on one ear.
Sure.
Up to you. Let's do it quieter. Tell me if you need it quieter. I'm going to put it at like 40.
Okay.
Then we'll do that. We'll do that.
Yeah, I can hear that fine.
Perfect. Is it too loud?
No, it's actually kind of quiet.
Okay, do you want me louder?
Maybe a little bit louder.